For decades, oatmeal has earned its reputation as one of the healthiest breakfasts on the planet, rich in fiber, comforting to the stomach, and easy to prepare. But here's the part most people never hear. If you combine oatmeal with the wrong foods, you could actually be weakening your digestion, disturbing your blood sugar, and blocking essential nutrients without even realizing it. We see this all the time, especially among adults over 60 who are trying to eat right. They think they're making a smart choice every morning with their bowl of oatmeal. But hidden in that bowl could be a few common ingredients that quietly chip away at your energy, your metabolism, and even your heart health. Now don't worry. Oatmeal can still be one of the best foods for your body at this stage of life, but only if you know how to use it properly. If you're someone over 60 who's trying to eat healthier and take better care of your body, starting your morning with a warm bowl of oatmeal probably feels like a smart, comforting choice. And in many ways, it is. Oats are packed with heart-healthy fiber, they're gentle on the stomach, and they help keep you full longer than most processed breakfast foods. But as we just revealed, the way you eat your oatmeal and what you mix it with can make all the difference. That's what this video is all about, helping you avoid the 7 most common oatmeal mistakes that can sneak into your morning routine and quietly drain your energy, disrupt your digestion, or make it harder to manage blood sugar and weight as you age. Because at Trusted Senior Health, our mission is simple: to help older adults stay strong, steady, and self-reliant, with easy, science-backed tips that make a real difference in how your body feels day to day. So if you've been eating oatmeal for years, but still struggle with things like bloating after breakfast, sluggish energy mid-morning, or feeling hungry again too soon, these small but important tips could be the answer. And don't worry, this isn't about giving up your favorite breakfast. It's about making a few smart adjustments that help oatmeal work with your body, not against it, especially after 60, when nutrient absorption and digestion naturally start to change. Before we dive in, we'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell us 2 things. Where in the world are you watching from? How young are you feeling today? You might be surprised how many folks are right there with you, choosing to take control of their health, one habit at a time. And if you find these kinds of simple, senior-friendly videos helpful, don't forget to subscribe and tap the bell. We share new ways to stay active, eat smarter, and feel stronger every single week, and we'd love to have you with us. Now let's get into the heart of today's topic. Here are the 7 foods you should never mix with oatmeal, and what to do instead to get the full health benefit from every bite. Mistake number 1: eating instant oatmeal with excess sugar. Let's begin with one of the most common and surprisingly damaging mistakes older adults make with their morning oats: relying on flavored or pre-packaged instant oatmeal. We understand the appeal. These convenient little packets promise a quick breakfast with fun flavors like maple brown sugar, peaches and cream, or apple cinnamon. Just add water or milk, microwave it for a minute or 2, and you're ready to eat. But beneath the surface, most of these products are loaded with added sugars, artificial flavors, and preservatives, all hidden behind healthy marketing. In fact, some packets contain as much sugar as a dessert. And for adults over 60, those added sugars can be especially harmful. They cause rapid spikes in blood sugar followed by sharp crashes, which can leave you feeling drained, shaky, or constantly hungry. Over time, this pattern contributes to insulin resistance, inflammation, energy dips, and even type 2 diabetes, all of which are more serious with age. Worse yet, many pre-flavored oatmeals are heavily processed, which means they've been stripped of the very nutrients that make oats so beneficial in the first place. You may be eating something that looks like oats, but missing out on the natural fiber, minerals, and slow-digesting carbohydrates your body actually needs. The good news? A simple change can make all the difference. Swap those packets for old-fashioned rolled oats or steel-cut oats. These versions are far less processed and digest more slowly, helping to balance your blood sugar, keep you feeling full longer, and support a healthier metabolism. You can still enjoy a rich, comforting flavor just naturally. Try adding fresh or frozen berries, sliced banana, diced apple, a dash of cinnamon, or even a light drizzle of raw honey. A spoonful of unsweetened applesauce works great too. These wholesome toppings add antioxidants and fiber along with gentle sweetness, without the sugar crash. And when you make oatmeal yourself, you control every ingredient in your bowl. No preservatives, no hidden sugars, just real nourishment your body can count on. If you've already made this switch, let us know your go-to oatmeal combination. In the comments, your tip might help someone else make the change, too. Now that we've uncovered the truth about sugar-packed oatmeal packets, let's move to another oatmeal habit that's just as common and might be quietly interfering with your body's ability to absorb vital nutrients. Mistake number 2. Not soaking oatmeal before eating it. Here's a mistake that catches many people off guard, even those who've been eating oatmeal for years. Not soaking your oats before cooking or eating them. It may seem like a small step, but skipping this simple process can actually interfere with how your body digests oatmeal and how well it absorbs its nutrients. That's because oats naturally contain phytic acid, a compound found in grains, legumes, and seeds. While not harmful in small amounts, phytic acid binds to important minerals like calcium, iron, and zinc, making them harder for your body to absorb during digestion. And this becomes even more important after 60. As we age, our bodies naturally absorb fewer nutrients. So if you're regularly eating unsoaked oats, you could be missing out on the very minerals that support your bones, immune health, and daily energy. Even if you're eating a healthy diet overall, this one overlooked habit might be limiting your results. Plus, unsoaked oats can be harder on the digestive system. Many older adults experience bloating, gas, or stomach discomfort after eating oatmeal, without ever suspecting the oats themselves might be the issue. Thankfully, the solution is easy, and it starts the night before. Simply place your oats in a bowl or jar, cover them with water or unsweetened plant-based milk, and add a small splash of lemon juice or apple cider vinegar to help break down the phytic acid. Let them soak for 6 to 8 hours, then rinse thoroughly in the morning before cooking, or use them directly in overnight oats or smoothies. Not only does soaking improve digestion and nutrient absorption, but it also gives the oats a smoother texture and helps you feel more satisfied and energized after eating. It's a small habit that can make a big difference. Now that we've covered the power of a simple soak, let's move on to the next common mistake. One that could be quietly leaving you tired, hungry, and reaching for snacks sooner than you'd like. Mistake number 3. Eating oatmeal without protein or healthy fats. This next mistake is incredibly common, and it might be the reason why you feel hungry again just an hour or two after breakfast, even if you had a large, filling bowl of oats. The issue? Eating oatmeal by itself, without any protein or healthy fats. While oats are a great source of fiber and slow-digesting carbohydrates that support digestion and heart health, they are naturally low in protein and fat. That means when eaten alone, especially first thing in the morning, they digest quickly, causing your blood sugar to rise and fall rapidly. This can leave you feeling unsatisfied and reaching for snacks before it's even mid-morning. For older adults, this quick digestion pattern can lead to a frustrating cycle of constant carb cravings, energy crashes, unwanted weight gain, and unstable blood sugar. But it doesn't have to be this way. By simply adding a source of protein and healthy fat to your oatmeal, you can slow down digestion, feel fuller longer, and give your body the nourishment it truly needs. Plus, certain vitamins found in oats, like vitamin E and other antioxidants, are fat-soluble, meaning your body absorbs them much better when consumed with fat. So adding even a small amount of healthy fat makes your oatmeal not only more satisfying, but also more nutritious. Here are a few simple ways to round out your oats. For protein, try a scoop of plain Greek yogurt, a splash of unsweetened almond or soy milk, a side of boiled or poached eggs, or even a spoonful of protein powder if you enjoy smoothies. For healthy fats, add a dollop of almond or peanut butter, a sprinkle of chia, flax, or hemp seeds, a few chopped walnuts or almonds, or even some diced avocado. Yes, it works surprisingly well. These nourishing additions don't just boost the nutrition of your meal, they make your oats creamy, flavorful, and far more enjoyable. What about you? Have you been pairing your oats with protein or fat? Or have you been eating them plain without realizing the difference it can make? Share your oatmeal routine in the comments. Your experience could help someone else make a small but powerful change. Now let's move on to another oatmeal habit that sounds harmless, but it could be quietly interfering with iron absorption and digestion, especially if you're over 60. Mistake number 4. Cooking oatmeal with milk instead of water. This might come as a surprise, but if you're cooking your oatmeal with milk instead of water, you could be reducing the amount of nutrients your body actually absorbs from your breakfast. Many people enjoy using milk because it adds a creamy texture and richer flavor, which is completely understandable. However, what most don't realize is that cooking oats directly in milk, especially cow's milk, may unintentionally disrupt digestion and block iron absorption, particularly in adults over 60. That's because oats contain a protein called avenin, while milk contains casein. For those with more sensitive digestion, this combination can be tougher to break down, often leading to bloating, heaviness, or a sluggish feeling after breakfast that goes unnoticed. But there's more to consider, and it's especially important for older adults. Milk is high in calcium, and while that might sound like a nutritional bonus, calcium competes with iron for absorption in the digestive tract. Since oats naturally contain iron, cooking them in milk can limit how much of this essential mineral your body absorbs. This matters because iron plays a key role in supporting your energy, brain function, and red blood cell production. And as we age, we're more likely to experience low iron levels or early signs of anemia, symptoms like fatigue, weakness, and shortness of breath that may have nothing to do with aging itself and everything to do with how we prepare our food. The good news? The fix is simple. Cook your oats in water first to keep them gentle on your stomach and allow iron to be absorbed more effectively. Once they're done, stir in a splash of milk or, even better, a plant-based option like almond, oat, or soy milk, which are typically easier on digestion and lower in calcium. Want more flavor? Add a pinch of cinnamon, a drop of vanilla, or a spoonful of nut butter after cooking. This small change in your routine can make a big difference in how your body processes nutrients. And now that you know how your cooking method affects absorption, let's look at another common oatmeal mistake, one that involves a missing ingredient your breakfast might desperately need. Mistake number 5. Not combining oatmeal with vitamin C. Here's something most people, even longtime oatmeal lovers, rarely think about. If you're eating oatmeal without a source of vitamin C, your body may not be absorbing its iron properly. This might not sound like a big deal at first, but it becomes more important with age. You see, oats contain non-heme iron, the type of iron found in plant-based foods. Unlike the iron found in meat, non-heme iron is much harder for the body to absorb, and that's where vitamin C comes in. It acts as a helper, converting non-heme iron into a more absorbable form so your body can actually use it. Without vitamin C, much of that iron simply passes through your system and used. And for older adults, this matters more than ever. As we age, our ability to absorb nutrients decreases, and low iron levels can show up in subtle but serious ways, such as constant fatigue, poor focus, shortness of breath, weakness, or even a weakened immune response. You might think you're doing everything right, eating a healthy breakfast, staying active, but if this one key nutrient is missing from your oatmeal routine, your body may not be getting the support it truly needs. Fortunately, the fix is simple, and it can even make your breakfast taste better. Just pair your oats with a vitamin C-rich ingredient. It doesn't have to be complicated. Add a handful of fresh berries, slices of orange, kiwi, or mango, or even a light drizzle of lemon juice over your oatmeal or into your soaking water. For a savory twist, try a side of sliced bell pepper. These foods don't just support iron absorption, they also bring in antioxidants that help fight inflammation and promote heart and brain health, which are both major concerns after 60. So next time you prepare your oatmeal, ask yourself, where's my vitamin C? It's a small addition that can make a big difference in how strong, steady, and energized you feel throughout the day. Now, let's look at another common mistake, one that's easy to fall into when trying to add flavor to your oats. but could be quietly sabotaging your blood sugar and metabolism. Mistake number 6. Adding too many sweeteners and unhealthy toppings. Now let's talk about a mistake that often begins with good intentions, but can quietly turn your healthy bowl of oatmeal into a sugar overload without you even realizing it. The mistake? Overloading your oatmeal with sweeteners and fun toppings. We get it. Oatmeal on its own can sometimes taste a bit bland. So it's tempting to liven it up with a spoonful of brown sugar, a drizzle of maple syrup, or even a handful of granola for crunch. But here's the truth. Even if you're avoiding processed breakfast cereals, you might still be adding too much. Sugar in disguise. That's because toppings like white sugar, maple syrup, honey, agave nectar, flavored yogurts, and even many health food granolas can cause your oatmeal to spike your blood sugar, especially when eaten first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. What happens next? That sugar rush quickly crashes, leaving you tired, moody, and hungry again. Over time, this pattern can contribute to blood sugar imbalances, insulin resistance, increased belly fat, and even a higher risk of type 2 diabetes. And for adults over 60, this cycle is especially risky, since metabolism naturally slows down and blood sugar becomes harder to control. What's more, many toppings that look healthy, like store-bought granola, flavored nut butters, or dried fruit, are often loaded with hidden sugars and unhealthy oils. They might taste great, but they aren't helping your health. So what's the fix? Keep your oatmeal naturally sweet and clean. Try healthy, nutrient-packed additions like sliced banana, grated apple, or fresh berries. Add a dusting of cinnamon, nutmeg, or unsweetened cocoa powder for extra flavor. For texture, toss in a few chopped nuts or seeds, unsweetened coconut flakes, or a spoonful of chia or flax seeds. These swaps will support your energy, digestion, and hormone balance while keeping your oats delicious. Lightbulb, think of oatmeal as a blank canvas, and your toppings as the tools. You want to add flavor and nutrition, not hidden sugars and processed extras. And if you've been adding multiple sweeteners without realizing it, don't worry. It's a common habit, but one you can easily change starting tomorrow morning. Now, let's move on to the final, and possibly most overlooked, oatmeal mistake of all. One that has nothing to do with what you add and everything to do with how much you eat. Mistake number 7. Not adjusting the portion to your personal needs. This last mistake might seem harmless at first, but it's one of the most overlooked and important for older adults. Not adjusting your oatmeal portion to match your lifestyle and health needs. Oatmeal is often seen as a healthy go-to breakfast, so it's easy to assume that more is better. But like with any food, the right amount truly depends on your body, especially as your metabolism, activity level, and energy needs shift with age. If you're over 60 and living a less active lifestyle, perhaps retired, spending more time indoors, or dealing with limited mobility, a large bowl of oats might actually deliver more carbohydrates and calories than your body can use. When this happens day after day, it can quietly lead to gradual weight gain, unstable blood sugar, a slower metabolism, or a feeling of fatigue, even though you think you're starting your day with something healthy. On the other hand, if you're still very active, walking daily, gardening, or exercising, your body might actually need a larger portion to keep your energy steady throughout the day. In that case, eating too little could leave you feeling undernourished, tired, or tempted to snack before lunch. The key is to find the right balance for your lifestyle. For most older adults, about 40 to 50 grams of dry oats, roughly half a cup, is a reasonable starting portion. If your goal is weight loss or better blood sugar control, stick to the smaller end. If you're more active and pairing your oats with protein and healthy fats, a bit more may be just right. The goal isn't to count every calorie, it's to tune into your body. Ask yourself, do I feel satisfied or overly full? Do I stay full until lunch or get hungry again right away? Am I gaining or losing weight without trying? These simple questions can help you adjust your portion and make your breakfast work with your body, not against it. Because oatmeal truly is powerful, but only when it's portioned and paired properly. So before you reach for that second scoop, take a moment to check in with what your body really needs. And if you've already found your ideal oatmeal portion, share it in the comments. Your insight could help someone else make a healthy change. So now that you've seen the 7 most common oatmeal mistakes, let's take a step back and reflect on what this really means for your health, especially after 60. Oatmeal has long been considered a perfect food, and for good reason. It's full of heart-healthy fiber, it's gentle on digestion, and it can help keep cholesterol and blood sugar under control. But as you've just learned, how you prepare and combine your oatmeal can either make it a powerful ally or quietly turn it into a daily habit that holds you back. If you're feeling tired after breakfast, if your digestion has been off, if your blood sugar has been bouncing up and down, or if you're simply not feeling as strong or steady as you'd like, then these small tweaks might be exactly what your body has been asking for. Here's the good news. You don't need to give up oatmeal. You just need to upgrade how you eat it. That might mean swapping out those sugary instant packets for whole, rolled oats, soaking them overnight to ease digestion and improve mineral absorption, pairing them with protein and healthy fats to stay full longer, cooking with water instead of milk to support better iron uptake, adding a source of vitamin C to actually use the nutrients you're eating, keeping your toppings clean, natural, and low in added sugar. And yes, adjusting your portion to suit your lifestyle, your energy needs, and your personal health goals. These aren't major changes. They're small, manageable, realistic adjustments that, when done consistently, can lead to real, noticeable results, such as more energy in the morning, less bloating or discomfort, better focus and mood, and stronger bones, muscles, and metabolism over time. That's what we want for you. Because here at Trusted Senior Health, we believe your 60s, 70s, and even 80s can be some of your most vibrant and independent years, and it all starts with treating your body like it deserves to be treated, gently, wisely, and with care. So next time you prepare a bowl of oatmeal, don't just think about filling your stomach. Think about fueling your body and protecting your future. And remember, it's the little habits, repeated each day, that shape your long-term strength, stability, and quality of life. You have the power to make those small shifts, and we're here to help you every step of the way. If this video gave you even one helpful insight, one small change you can make tomorrow morning, we hope you'll stay with us here at Trusted Senior Health. This channel was built for you, for older adults who care about living stronger, aging better, and staying in control of your health without confusion, fear, or guesswork. Every week, we break down simple, science-backed tips like the ones you just saw, and we do it in a way that's clear, respectful, and designed with your real life in mind. So if you're ready to keep learning with us, like this video, it helps more seniors find this information. Subscribe and tap the bell so you never miss new videos. Share this with someone you care about, a friend, a sibling, or even your spouse who also eats oatmeal every day. And don't forget to comment below. Tell us how you make your oats, where you're watching from, or what change you'll try first. We read every comment, and this community grows stronger when we support one another. Now, before you go, there are more videos waiting for you right here on the screen. Tap the one that speaks to you, and let's keep building your strength, one smart habit at a time. We're so glad you're here, and we'll see you in the next video.